The room is very dark. I've just popped a melatonin, so hopefully I do not fall asleep on this live. We are live on three different platforms. As per usual, we're doing basically two of these a day because you know what? Why not? We're live on Instagram here. We're live on TikTok here. We're live on YouTube in the back. Folks, thank you so much for coming on. See if anyone has any questions, make sure to fire them over. I go through all the questions here at the end of these and answer them all. For anything it is that you need or anything it is that you want answered, I will do my absolute best to answer it. If I'm not qualified to answer it, I'll also tell you where to go to. I'll do whatever I can. But how many of us know people or are people who stop and then start something? It happens a lot of times. And I think the best way to get it over this, by the way, if anyone wants a free meal plan, just send me the message meal plan and I will send it over for completely free. It'll help you on your health and fitness journey. But back to that. I think it's going to be so much more beneficial to you if you just accept where you are and either decide to move forward or don't, rather than just sitting on the fence of change. There's nowhere worse than sitting on the fence of change. If you're moving forward, good. If you're staying still, fine. If you're okay with that. Whereas when you're on the fence and you're like, oh, should I move? I kind of want to lose fat. I kind of want to post on social media, but I'm not. I kind of want to get in a diet, but I'm like, I'm only trying. I'm only kind of doing it. I kind of want to go to the gym and like train consistently, but like I'm only kind of training consistently. Like some days I train like 2 to 4 days a week. Sometimes I'm doing 2 days a week. Sometimes I'm doing 4. Sometimes I do 1. Sometimes I do 0. It just really depends what I feel like. Just make a choice. You're either consistently training and getting stronger or you're not. You're either in a calorie deficit or you're not. You're either going to approach the person and put yourself out of your comfort zone and do the thing that's going to grow you and do the thing that's scary and do the hard thing, or you're not. So make the choice. And the reason so many people have such low self-trust is because they cannot make the choice, because they're always making small promises to themselves and they cannot keep those small promises. They make a small promise and then they go back straight to breaking that promise. And you know what happens? You lose self-trust. You start the journey, you fail, and then you don't trust yourself to do it again. You tell yourself you're going to get up early. The alarm goes, you decide to go back to bed. And it happens. It's a repeat. It's a loop. It's a cycle. And it goes on and on and on and on again. And it doesn't stop until you decide, you know what? Nothing changes, nothing changes. And I'm going to decide to finally make this change. See, for me, what I do, I'm always very, very careful about what I promise myself and what I promise other people I can do. And that doesn't mean I'm perfect. Of course, sometimes sometimes I do say to other people I can do things, and then I actually just can't follow through because I've set the bar too high. But I'm always really active and really precise around whenever I make a promise to myself, being careful about doing that, because if you do make promises to yourself and you keep shooting for the stars but you don't hit them, you lose so much trust. So actually, sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is actually bring down the goal. Instead of telling yourself you're going to do all of this, just start it. Instead of telling yourself you're going to do 20,000 steps a day, do 10,000 steps a day before you start trying to do that. Figure out how to go to the moon before you figure out how to go to Mars, basically, in the most simple way possible. I don't know if anyone's ever used that analogy. I love my analogies. But yes, and just as a short wee reminder, guys, a lot of you have said that you wanted to start in January. You've been pushing back this change. Motherfucker, it's January 14th. It's been 2 weeks. If you still haven't started, if you still haven't changed, if you're still on the fence about changing, if you're still thinking about changing, make a choice. Either choose to stay the same. That's fine. If you're okay with where you are, that's fine. Don't let anyone online tell you of where you should go. But if you're not okay with that and you decide, you know what, I actually want to do more, go and do it. Do yourself a favor. Stop making promises to yourself that you're never going to keep, because that is how you have low self-worth when you do that, because you can't trust yourself. Also, while everyone's here, if anyone would like a free meal plan sent over to them, emailed over to them, just send me the words meal plan and I will send them that over to you for completely free, just to help you out for free on your health and fitness journey. So yes, guys, we're 2 weeks in. Make the choice. What's it going to be? Because what you do today, and stop thinking of like 5-year goals, 10-year goals. What am I going to do today? What am I going to do this hour? What am I going to do this week? Think a lot shorter. Reverse engineer it. Make the wins shorter as well. Make success look shorter. Stop saying, "Oh, I need to do this in the next year. Or, I need to do this for summer." Motherfucker, what are you doing today to serve you that's going to then get you in shape for summer? Stop saying, "Oh, I'm going to be ripped in the beach for summer." What did you do today? Have you consistently tracked today? Have you hit your training today? Have you did any of that today? Look at today. Oh, I'm going to make all this money. All right. What have you done? How have you worked in your business? How have you worked? How have you moved forward? What have you done? If you've done nothing, you've done nothing. Accept that you're going to stay the same. Bring it back to today. Always. And a lot of us, I think this is a huge problem that not a lot of people talk about. See, and it's not just here in Ireland and the UK. Well, in Ireland and the UK, like obviously you talk about success, you automatically get judged. You tell someone what you're going to do, it's automatically not going to work. You decide to aim for bigger, and you're told you're straight away shot down. You decide to do something different. Oh no, we don't do that here. We don't be successful here. We don't make a bunch of money here. We don't get in great shape here. We don't change our lives here. That's not for us. That's weird. That's what the Americans do. We're automatically shot down in this country for whenever we want to go for a wee bit more. We're framed as weird as, oh, that's embarrassing. Why would you do that? Why are you sticking your head? Why are you sticking your head out of the crowd? Keep the head in the crowd. No. Do what you want. Do what makes you feel good. Do what fulfills you. Do what meets your needs. Most people who have family, friends, co-workers surrounded by them, those people aren't going to tell them the truth. I know so many people who've been at the worst point of their life. They haven't been happy with themselves. They might have even been overweight. And the people around them do not tell them how it is because they don't want to offend someone. Whereas that sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is tell them a really hard truth. The best thing you could do for your friend, if they're unhappy with themselves and they're not doing things and they're making all these promises themselves, they're not following through. And if they are a bit overweight or maybe they're skinny and they're trying to gain weight, just be honest and direct and just be like, you know what, you actually aren't moving forward. Tell them how it is, and that could be the thing that actually saves someone and really, really helps them. That could be the catalyst that changes their life, because we are surrounded by people that don't want to push us. We're surrounded by people that want to keep us down to this level. And whenever someone comes in and tries to move us to this level, we automatically go, oh no, like that's not for me. That's for them. That's something that they do. They were born different, they're just a different type of human. They came out of the womb different. Motherfucker, no, they didn't. They're the same. They just learned. They changed anything you can learn. Any bad habits you can learn. Any limiting beliefs you can learn. You can unlearn. So stop telling yourself you're this certain way. And instead, actually understand everything you see people do online, the success they have, the physique they have, the fact that they're in shape, that is all available to you. Don't use that as something, like I'm jealous of them. Sometimes jealousy and envy is a good thing, because when you get envious of someone else, that is a sign of what you want. If you see someone else with a six pack, that's a sign, you know what, maybe I actually want to take myself to that limit where I finally get a six pack. If you see someone else posting on social media and doing well for themselves, I used to do it. I used to watch a lot of social media. I used to scroll a lot. And I used to always see people doing successful in the local area. And I used to get really pissed off and really envious, because I was like, I could do this. And I kept telling myself that, oh yeah, I could do this. I could do this. But I didn't do it. By the way, hello, Owen. I didn't even see your message there on TikTok. I'm only going through it now. So yeah, like if you're feeling a bit envious of someone, that's a sign that you can do it, and you're either going to do it or you're going to not. But stop telling yourself you're going to do it if you're not going to do it. Just zip your lips until you actually do it. And that doesn't mean you don't have to like post about it. If you use social media, I think like social media is a good tool for keeping you accountable. But if you find it's a constant loop and habit of, I'm going to do this, I'm finally going to do this, and then you look back 4 or 5 months later and you're the exact same and you haven't changed, you need to stop talking until you can prove that you can do it. By the way, I'm gonna get to your question in a wee second. Hopefully you're still on this here live. If not, I'm so sorry that you have not seen this, but yeah, I'm gonna answer your question anyway. But what was I gonna say? I've lost my train of thought. I'm going to answer Freya's question. What advice would you give to someone who's getting used to being in their own company again? Being in your own company is very good. It's very powerful. It's something that we do not get a lot of now, because of the fact that we have social media. We can always scroll. We can always see someone. And if we really want, every 15 seconds, we can interact with a new person. We can see a new person. We can open ourselves to that. But the truth is that's not real. So finally being alone with yourself, finally, Freya, I hope you're actually still on this because, but I assume everyone else here on this is getting value. But finally being alone with yourself, this for anyone that's here in your own company is good. See, boredom is such a powerful tool. I remember the phase where I was most bored in my life. After that is when I seen the biggest changes and the biggest success and the biggest differences, because boredom forces you to think, and then it forces you to take action off that thought rather than just thinking and then you scroll on, like thinking, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you open Instagram and then you get distracted by the next best thing, or what someone's eating, or someone's day in the life, or what fucking Jasmine from school's doing. We all get distracted straight away. But see, if you force yourself off social media, or say you drink a lot and you force yourself off alcohol, you're going to be bored. But that's a good thing, because then it forces you to actually understand and have a think about, right, what do I really want to do here? What sort of impact do I want to have? What direction do I want to go? So Freya, for you, being in your own company is great. It is good. Hopefully you see this, but if not, I'm sorry. And if anyone else has any other questions, just let me know. Let me know. Some said, man, it makes me so sad when people refuse to give you a hug. I would say yes. The thing is, I don't get annoyed when someone doesn't give me a hug, because I understand, like, if you're in a random city and someone asks for a hug, like, they could be looking to rob something off you. Obviously, I'm not going to rob someone, but they don't know that. They don't understand that. So I don't really blame them for not giving me a hug. I'm not going to throw a hissy fit, I'm a grown man. I know that's hard to believe, that I'm a grown man. I'm supposed to be a grown man. So, yes. So I said, how do you pronounce your name? You pronounce my name Owen. So Owen. If anyone else has any questions, let me know. If you would like a free meal plan to help you with your health and your fitness journey, send me the message meal plan on Instagram. So on Instagram, not TikTok, go to Instagram, send me the message meal plan, and I will send you off a meal plan to help you on your health and your fitness journey. No strings attached. Someone said, hopefully the hard work pays off at one point, like everyone keeps saying. That's exactly it, brother. You keep working, keep going for it. It's going to work. For example, I've been posting social media now coming on to 2.5 years, and it took me like over a year to get to 3,000, and another year to get me to 15,000. And then the next year, I'm now sitting at 92,000. And it was literally last week I was sitting at 40,000. Like, my volume practically doubled. You just keep showing up, you keep being consistent, and boom, the results will come in time. Sometimes it's very slow for some people. Sometimes it's a lot faster for some people. It just depends. Like, it's the same with fat loss. Some people, and also depends what plan you're following. Like, some people can lose fat in fucking 6 weeks. Like, for example, I'm only on a mini 6-week fat loss phase because I don't really have that much to lose. For some people, they need to do it in 15 or 20 weeks. So you need to look at longer dieting phases. Speaking of dieting, if anyone would like free meal plans sent to them, just message the words meal plan and I'll send them off now. Just message that on Instagram and I'll fire them through. Some said, opinions on keto diets, thinking of starting soon. There's no actual benefit by itself for going on keto. So especially if you're like, I assume, brother, what's your name? I assume from your profile, I can barely see it. I assume you're a young man. Like, if you're at the gym and you want fuel for the gym, and if you want to build muscle for the gym, like, going on keto diet, it's not going to be that beneficial. You want to be getting carbs in your diet. Now, for some people, they live, breathe, and die by keto. They find really good benefits, 100%. Again, I'm no dietitian. I'm not going to tell you what not to do or what to do. For me, I find keto just it's from everything I know, from what I've seen. I tried carnivore actually before as well, and it didn't actually work too, which is similar to keto. But if you really want to try it, like, do not let this random motherfucker on the internet tell you not to try it. You know what I mean? You're either going to go for it and try it, or you're going to not. Dargan hiked in. Niall Donnan, congrats on the following. About time people start following you, changed my life, brother. Thank you very much. If anyone doesn't know, Niall is a client that he's also actually impacted me. You've impacted me, Niall, because I actually stopped doing that viral content, like the rejections content, and I see Niall doing. Niall joined me as a client because he's seen that content from before, and then he got into the content. I pushed him into that, and then me seeing Niall do it, it actually reminded me of that love that I had for the content, for that spark that I had in the content. He had that in his content. And I was like, yeah, I need to get back to this. And then I got back to it. Now look at it now. And Niall's fucking flying too. If any of you don't follow Niall, get on it. Some said, as an undergraduate and qualified PT, looking at starting a coaching page, should I make this with my original page I use or make a new one? So there's no like set way to 100% do it. Like I'm going to tell you what I do, and I'll tell you even what like other coaches do. So for example, Dargan's on this. I don't even know if he's still on this now. He actually is. So for example, Dargan just has one coaching page, and there's no problem with that. Like that's his main page he uses. He puts his results on that page. He puts his advice on that page. Absolutely no problem. Some people make what I would say not to do is make a specific coaching page with like no profile picture that you just post on for that. So obviously I have that, but I'm going to explain that in a second. If you make a specific coaching page and you post on that, most people want to actually follow a brand. People trust people. People trust a face. You wouldn't want to listen to this if you just came onto this and it was just a photo of a brand. The same goes for a profile. People are more likely to follow you and more likely to engage with you if you are an actual face. So you want to like put everything on like your main page and maybe put coaching beside it. And then what you could do on top of that, which is what I do, I have my main page. That's where I post practically everything. And then I just have my other page for results. So I just post, if you look at my dialed in page, it's linked in my Instagram bio. I just post results on that and then testimonials of how my clients have found the service. So then if people actually want the practical side of like how the program works and like seeing the specific results, they can go there. But to actually build connection and to get an audience coming on board, people like people trust people, people buy off people. People do not want faceless brands anymore. So I would say for you, Alfie, I would just run it the same way I'm doing it. I find it works really, really well. Just post, and people hate doing this. People always want to post on a separate page because they're like, oh, I don't want like the people I went to school with or my family seeing me post on social media consistently. Truth is, no one gives a fuck. Best thing you can do, start posting on your main page. I know it's uncomfortable, but do it. And then have a separate coaching page that's linked in your main page. And then you know the people that follow the coaching page, they're interested in coaching, but direct traffic in from your main page. Also send me a message on Instagram. I'll see as well. I can take a look at your content and see what you do too. Not that I am an expert by any means or any sort of social media consultant, but I'll just give you as much advice as I can. I assume if you're asking me for advice here, you'll value the advice on one-to-one chat. So just shoot me a message and I'll do what I can. By the way, if anyone would like a free meal plan sent over to them to help them with their health and fitness journey, send me the message meal plan and I will send over a meal plan to help you with your health and your fitness journey. Simple as. I want to see you moving forward. And by the way, do not overcomplicate nutrition. Just make it as simple as you can. You'll see in the meal plans, once you get them, how simple I make it. You want to make it simple. The simpler you can make a fat loss phase, the simpler you can make a muscle building phase, the simpler you can, even with your content, the simpler you can make it, the better. People like simple. People screw. People have attention span of a fucking brick wall. Alfie said, really good advice. Thank you. Yes, it is uncomfortable. Alfie, get on it, brother. Get on it, lad. Where are you? I kind of want to look at your page, but I can't go off. Get on it. I don't know if do you already post content or not? Have you started posting content? Let me know. And if so, what sort of content do you post? Like, do you post like training videos? Do you post nutrition videos? Day in the lives? What sort of vibe are we looking like on the page? The best thing I've seen, and Niall does this too. Niall's on the chat as well. He's actually a client of mine. Niall, and this is what I said to Niall too, make your page as simple as possible. So it like you go to the page and it's like one direct message to people. If someone was talking about your page, they could explain it in one sentence. Like for me, for example, and I know I always deny this, but like it is kind of what I'm known for. I don't really want to be known for it, but I'd rather be known as being the best coach in the world. But a lot of people know me as the rejection guy, the hug guy, the lion in the floor guy. And And that's why people follow, because it's just such a simple message that people want to get involved with. If you look at Niall Donnan's page, he's here in this chat now. Raise your hand or something, or put a one in the chat if you're still here. If you look at Niall's page, you go on, you know he does kindness videos. You just make it so simple, and that's the most best thing you do. Even Dargan, is Dargan still on this? He is. For Dargan, obviously the ice bin guy, you know what I mean? It's whenever you're known for one thing, and obviously you can then add in different things, like there's different ways you can then engage people, but you always find, see, whenever it's one direct thing people can go to your page for, people like to expect something. Think about your comfort TV show. Think about the TV show you watch every single day that you go to whenever you're bored or whenever you want to watch something you're eating. You like that because it's like, there's a level of consistency with it, because like it normally will start in the same room. It'll have the same characters, same personalities. Obviously, different parts and different elements of the show will change, and different elements of the storyline, but there's normally a certain system in place which people enjoy, and that's the same with content. That's the same with short form, just in a really much shorter time span. So like, you come to the page, you're hooked in. Like for my content, you come to my content, there's a good hook, and then you see me do a rejection, and then you see me explain the rejection. It's as simple as that, and then people know what to expect. So Alfie, no, I don't post any content regarding fitness at the moment, just a personal page at the moment with a few training highlights of myself. Alfie, what I want you to do is take action off the back of this. I want you to upload on social media every single day. Best thing I did in my life, completely changed me, changed my life. And as you said, yes, it's uncomfortable. Was it uncomfortable for me? Fuck yes. But lad, it changed who I am. The discipline, the consistency, the obsession that I eventually got with it changed who I am, and it changed my life. Like, a lot of like my friendship group, and this sounds sad, but like obviously I know them all in person now. A lot of my friendship group, other coaches that I know, I've met them through social media. Even this apartment I'm in right now, the reason I've moved into this apartment is because the guy that I actually live with, he's seen me in social media first. He knew I was looking at an apartment, and he just offered me a room. Social media is complete. That's why I'll always die on the sword for it. Social media has changed my life. So get on it. Post every single day. Post yourself talking. Do the uncomfortable thing. Put stuff on your stories. Put up your own opinions. Treat it like you're talking to your mates. So that is the advice I would say for you, Alfie. And this is it. It's just doing reps. Don't overthink the perfect post. Always think quantity first before quality. Yes, you want a level of quality. Don't just post shite. But too many people overthink the perfect post. They don't end up posting. If you could do like a 60% perfect, if it was only 60% perfect post every day, that's miles better than doing a perfect post once a week, because you're uploading 6 more times. If you do the 6% post, you gather more data, which in turn allows you to, number one, build the habit of posting every day. Every time you post, it's like a win. It's like a lottery ticket. So it could be the winning lottery number. And also you gather the data, which you can then use to frame your content for the future. So yes, that is what I would suggest. Let me know if you want to do it and you want to go for it. But again, Emmett is on this call. Emmett, you know yourself. See, if you're not posting, you're invisible. So get posting. Get on it. Get on it, brother. Telling you. Right, we're going to answer some questions from TikTok. Peter, I think it's fantastic what you're doing. Ask people for hugs. Thank you very much, Peter. Remember, it's not just about ask for hugs, though. It's about, see that thing you want to do. See that thing you're afraid of. See that thing you've been pushing off. Just go for it. Stop pushing it back. Stop overthinking asking the girl out. Stop overthinking trying again on the diet just because you failed. Go again. Go again and again and again. And keep going. And if they push down 7 times, what do? We get up 8. Simple as. There's not really been many messages on TikTok. Peter, totally agree. Glad you do. Glad we're on the same page here. Emmett has said, missed 90% of that, fuck's sake. How often do you recommend posting, and was it once a day? Yeah, lad, just post once a day. Simple as. People over, and I've got a few clients now ask me about doing social media. So like, I've been saying this for like all day today and also yesterday as well. People overthink quality whenever they're starting. What you need is quantity. So just post. Even if it's just a video you talk to the camera, you don't need to overthink lighting. I know you've got really good lighting setup and stuff, but whenever you add more, think about it in a morning routine. Imagine I really want to grow my business. I would wake up every morning. The first thing I would want to do is work on my business and just remind myself, right, this is the top priority. The same goes with content, but if you have more steps, so like let's say I had a big morning routine, it would make it harder for me to work on my business. The same goes for content. If you have to like be behind really good lighting to record content, or if you need like a proper really good mic to record content, you add more steps to doing it, which in turn makes it harder for you to actually do it each day. But you would rather just post initially, especially for short form, you would rather just post quantity first, get one a day out, and then from everything that you post, you can then review it and then look for quality in the quantity. So be like, right, out of the 14 posts I did in the last 2 weeks, these two did really well. Why did they do really well? Answer that question. And then after, it's like, right, how can I replicate these two posts the next 14 days? And then you run that cycle again, until you end up having like content that people are consistently looking from you, because you're basically then known as the X guy. I always say for content, if you're known as the X person, that's the best way to grow. Like, for example, look at my page. People know me now as the rejection guy. I would like to think I'm a lot more than that, but from a content perspective, from a traffic perspective, people coming on my page is what gets people to share. It's what gets people to follow. So yes, I hope that makes sense. Hitting the sack 100K by the morning. 100% Dan. I don't even know what I'm on, but I don't know if I'll hit 100K. I don't know. Alfie said, your support means a lot. I don't always have support to post. Something to post. You think it would be worth posting something random, even if it's not relevant for fitness? Yes, brother. So with social media, you want to do two things. You want people to know you, you want people to like you, and you want people to trust you. So if it is doing one of those three boxes, you're 100%. Doesn't need to tick all, because in short form, it's going to be hard to tick all. But as long as you're posting something where people can get to know you a wee bit more, so even if it is a personal opinion, people can relate to that, and it humanizes you too. Like you, again, the human part of it. And if that's just making someone laugh or like showing a part of your life that's a bit unique, and then trust you too. Again, that could be like even showing your family or showing what you're doing with the lads, with your mates. Know you, like you, and trust you. That's what you want to do. So, like, for example, if you look at my posts, are they all based on fitness? No. Do I coach people fitness wise? Yes. Do I coach people self growth? Yes. But not all my posts need to be specifically on that. Some of my posts is like, and scroll a wee bit further back, because as of recent, it's just been a lot of lives. But if you scroll a bit further back, you'll see like there's random things. Like I did a video of me like going into the cold water. I was on holiday, and I was just like, this is what I do when I'm not coaching. And like that video was one of my best performers during the summer when my content wasn't doing the best. Because people just like to sometimes see what you're getting up to. So yes, if it's not completely relevant to fitness, there's still going to be some relevancy to your own brand. So who you are. Remember, people are not just like following you or investing in you because of what you're doing or because of the information you give. It's because of who you are. You know, that's the only thing that makes you unique. And that's because that anyone else could post the information you're posting, but it's who you are, it's how you say it, it's how you present it. That's what is completely different. Georgie, what about fancy you? What do you mean? The Garv, what do you think? Thank you, Garv, for the question. Sorry, it took me so long to get back. I've just been up on the top questions. What do you think about the top? TikTok is we're 1%. Oh shit. We're 1% TikTok. Okay, we're fine. All right, TikTok. I'm just gonna have to hold my phone here in TikTok. This is so weird. That was a close one. Right, TikTok and you run out. Right, Garth, what do you think about the topic of content for views, like viral stuff? I love this question. Amazing question. Thank you, brother. And by the way, I know this is really niche and a lot of you people aren't actually directly into content creation, but I'm going to take this back to like regular life too, just so you can all get value out of this question too. So, Garth, let's just check. Are you still on the call? Yes, you are. Really, really good question. So, like, write this down. And this is something that I paid a lot of money to like actually get the answer to this question. What do you think about the topic of content for views, like viral stuff that just gets views compared to content for clients and leads, more value stuff planned out, more professional? So here is my take from it. And I've tried a bunch of different strategies, a bunch of different mentors told me what to do. This is what I found has worked for me. So I initially just kind of posted for the sake of posting. Like, I was just ticking a box. Obviously, that's good starting off because you want to just build up the reps and build up the consistency of posting. So that was fine. But after a certain point, it is a case where like you're like, okay, is my content actually getting conversations? Conversations is the main thing you want to actually bring from your content. That's what you want happening off the back of your content, because most people aren't just going to watch a reel and be like, oh yeah, I like this person's reel, I'm going to buy whatever they have. Most of the time they're going to watch a reel, then it goes to a conversation, and then it can go to something. So what you want to do is make sure and look at your content. Is it actually creating conversations with who I want to create conversations with? That's the most important thing. For me, I did the viral stuff. And then I was told by a mentor basically not to, because it wasn't going to be good for attracting clients. So I actually stopped doing the viral stuff because of advice from someone else. And then I like stopped doing that for like 6 months, 7 months. My following stopped growing. To be fair, I did use that time to build up my business. So I'm actually really grateful that I was able to use that time. But I found like then you eventually do just run dry. And then that's where I basically I seen Niall was posting. Niall obviously joined my program, and I seen he was posting. He had like that spark that I had for content. So then that's when I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to go back to posting that viral stuff, and it's been the best thing I did, because, and it also depends what you're optimizing for. If you just want to get clients from your content, then yeah, you can make, and you find a starting conversations. That's it. As long as starting conversations, you don't have to go viral. But I find a lot of other opportunities come from posting on social media, growing your following, like outside of just attracting clients. But not everyone is going to want that. Like for example, I've got a bunch of different people reaching out for me to collab with them. Can I collab with everyone? No. Maybe some of them I'll collab with whenever I get a bit of time to sit down. Even like going on radio, going on different podcasts, all of that stuff I enjoy. All of that stuff fulfills me because it allows me to spread my message to a wider audience. So yeah, it also depends what you want. But to answer your question simply, it doesn't really matter if your content is viral or not, as long as you're getting conversations started. That is it. Is your content starting conversations with the right people? And then obviously converting. But as long as it's starting, we've got 5 minutes left in this live, folks. So thank you everyone who's asking questions. So yeah, and also the Garv, you need to remember this too. You want to enjoy your content. Like I've seen people like they do go out, they professionally film content, they batch film it all in the day, and it's like proper professionally edited and it's like scripted out beforehand. But you can just tell they don't enjoy it. Like right now, I enjoy this. Like right now, this is off the cuff. Right now, I don't have a script, but I'm enjoying this. This is just me talking, shooting the shit, and it's a bit of crack for me. And I enjoy answering questions like this. And this is in a way of content, because it's going to get reposted and re-uploaded. Are you enjoying it? Like I enjoy doing the reaction stuff, which means I keep doing it, and then in turn it becomes a really positive cycle. The last thing you want is like building a business in something that you don't enjoy, because then that's how you get yourself into a trap. So just be careful with that too. I know I near enough did end up building the wrong business. Near enough really trapped myself in, but like now I've remade how I'm doing the business. So yeah, do we have any other questions? They're not all going to be business based. Alfie said, okay, I'll stop taking up so much time here. Private message you, everything has made sense. Thank you, brother. Yeah, private message away. Do what I can to help, and I'm glad everything's been making sense, and I can do what I can to help. By the way, if anyone here would like a free meal plan sent to them, message me the words meal plan on Instagram, and I will send that over and make sure you're sorted and you can get some help with your health and your fitness journey. So just those are the words meal plan on Instagram. The Garv, bro, yeah, 100% up until January for me, it was just building a personal brand, starting conversation. Yeah, that's good advice. Start conversations. Exactly. Is it starting conversations? Yes, good. If it's not, change something. And that's why it's good to actually track your data too, and like track your numbers, and like look at, right, out of the last 7 videos, how many conversations have started. A lot of people can't even answer that question because they're just uploading content to tick a box, and that's okay to an extent. It depends. What are you optimizing for? What do you want to go for? Why are you posting in the first place? Do you just want to build a business, or do you want to have a wider impact beyond that? Because you don't need to go viral. You don't need thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers to build a business. But if you want to have a big impact, obviously followers is going to help. So there's going to be a mix there too. Do we have any other questions in, folks? I'm going to shoot off here in the next 2 minutes. So if you do have any questions, let me know. And yeah, as I said, if you would like a free meal plan sent off to you to help you on your health and your fitness journey, just send me off the words meal plan, and I'll send it off. You'll get a wee bit of a hand and a head start. By the way, folks, If any of you have been waiting to January to make a change, just a small short reminder, we are now 2 motherfucking weeks into January. So if you still haven't made a change, it's time to get your ass into gear and it's time to actually get moving, because you know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Or make a choice. You're either going to do it or you're going to not. If my content is educational, education intention, how to convert to selling. So education intention. So yeah, here's the thing about education based content from what I've seen. And again, guys, you don't have to listen to me. There's going to be people that like, there will be people online, like other people online that are like business mentors or business gurus that see me answering these questions and they're going to be like, oh, who does this guy think he is answering all these business questions? Just to reframe you before I continue on, I don't claim to be some massive business coach or fucking huge guy who's going to scale your business. I'm just answering these questions off the cuff to help out people. As someone who's built social media brand, someone who's built a business, I'm just answering these to help people out. But yeah, and again, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. Everything I say, it is not going to be gospel. Do not take everything as gospel. Do not always take everything that anyone says online as gospel, because you never know what their intentions are. So yeah, if my content is educational, how to convert to selling. So what I found with educational based content, normally it isn't going to do that good. There are some people that really perfect it. I forget his name, but there's a guy that does like he does content based around nutrition and like weight loss, and it's all education based. It's very highly edited. It's like him. I think is he Australian? I know maybe he's not Australian, but it's like highly edited, really good edits. And definitely take some value off him. But like if you look at them, like the production quality, how much he probably spends per video is so much. What I have found works best for me, like if I was uploading, obviously I'm a coach. I help people with self-growth, with their fitness, with their body, with their mind, with their life. I don't really upload much education content because it isn't actually going to get that much views. So to help people more, I just upload the content that I know people are going to watch that will actually help people and like inspire them to make a change. Like the rejection videos, people see that and they're like, you know what? I'm going to go for that thing. You know what? I'm going to make that change. You know what? I'm going to ask like, oh shit, Instagram is... Sorry, guys. Instagram's just turned off there 2 seconds. If any of you do not use it, Get Opal logs you off your phone after a certain time. I'm just going to finish off this live though. I feel really rude. Hopefully the people on Instagram don't leave. If not, TikTok, ask whatever you want, because half of about 12 people have disappeared. Right, folks, sorry about that. We're back. So where was I? The connection is going to be lost in a wee second, so just give it a second. But yeah, what I find is uploading the content that has one simple message. For me, it's rejection and get out of your comfort zone, to remind, and that will remind someone to actually go for what they want. And then on my stories, that is where a lot of people might see my stuff and then they want to get engaged and they want to start a conversation. And then I educate over conversation. So if anyone has, and as I say, if anyone has any questions, just send me a message and I'll do what I can to help. And then that's how you can actually educate people. If anyone has a question, then I'll educate them. But thing is, you don't want to force it down someone's throat. You don't want to force education on someone, because most people don't want to hear it. You want to show them the results and then bring the education after, rather than showing them the education and then having the result hiding behind the education. So like what I mean by that is, and like, I don't know how we got into talking about marketing. This is so random, and people seem to love it because we've got like 15 people across all the lives. Whenever you're selling anything, don't sell the plane ride, sell the holiday. Hopefully that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, sorry, I'm just checking that's, oh shit, TikTok is, my phone's about to die. I don't know what happened there. TikTok, we're back. I can't see, TikTok's like lagging for me. It won't let me like swipe left to close. Okay, there we are. We're back. So yes, see if you're selling anything. Do not sell the and this can even go for like communication. This doesn't have to go for sales. This can go for like when you're communicating with someone. Let's say you're trying to get like your fucking mom or your wife or your partner to go to like the restaurant that you want. Don't try to oversell the actual process, sell the outcome. Don't overthink about, okay, like, oh, we're going to go on holiday and we're going to go to this plane at this time. No one cares about that. Say, we're going to be in a beach by the pool and we're going to enjoying ourselves. Sell that. So yeah, but again, it depends. What are you educating on? Because there can be a few creative ways that you can do these things. All right, folks, we are going to shoot off in the next couple of minutes. But if anyone has any last minute questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. more than happy to answer them. So just fire it off, shoot away. And before I shoot off, if anyone would like a free meal plan opportunity, free meal plan to help them out with their health and their fitness journey, send me the message meal plan on Instagram, and I will send off a meal plan for completely free, no strings attached, just to help you out with your transformation and your journey, because I want to see people win. Trauma and healing. So yeah, there could be a few creative ways you could do that. Just send me a message on Instagram if you have any other questions, brother. I'll do what I can to help you out. So yes, folks, thank you so much for coming on. This is I'm going to stay on here for 1 more minute in case anyone has any questions. So like, you can all start leaving now if you want. But like, any questions, let me know. Again, if you would like a free meal plan sent to you to help you out on your health and your fitness journey, send me the message meal plan, and I will send them over right into your inbox and get you sorted. And guess what? See, this summer, you're going to be sitting with six pack, you're going to be sitting with fucking huge biceps. You just wait, you just watch. Remember, stop overthinking their perfect like training plan or the perfect this or the perfect that or the perfect supplement plan. Most of the time, people's biggest problem is the diet that isn't in check. So get that diet in check. Those meal plans I do are the most simplest meal plans you would follow there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to oversell them. Those meal plans, they will not blow you away because they're so simple, but that's the whole point. See, when they're simple, you'll be able to follow them. That is the whole purpose. Make it simple, make it easy, and you'll move forward. So yeah, folks, thank you very much for coming on. Have an absolute incredible one. See you all later. TikTok, goodbye. Make sure to message me meal plan if you would like a meal plan sent over. And see us. Remember, folks, meal plan if you would like a meal plan sent over. And I'll see you all soon. Goodbye. YouTube, thank you very much. Ogus Play, thank you very much, brother. Send me a message on Instagram if you want to chat any further.